Hey, what's going on, Trade again? Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you guys. Just got back from a mini vacation with the wife in SoCal. So glad to be back. Glad to be back on the charts. So market just opened. I already marked up everything on my charts for today. Let's take a look. See what we can get into. See if we see any possible trades this morning. We got a huge push up right now. So gold is definitely bullish on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So we just gotta wait for it to hit this previous day high here, see if we get any pullbacks. But we're also waiting for the 15-minute opening range, high and low. So we gotta wait for that. So, but it's fairly bullish right now. So I mean, this would be a clear indication for a buy here, but I wouldn't want it to tap into the London high here and then reject. So we never want to, just jump into a trade right at market open. You do have your one-offs where you can do that, and then you just make your money within seconds, and you get out. We got to take our time on this. We don't want to rush it. So even though it's a nice bearish, bullish candle. Let me do a quick sound check really quick. Want to make sure my recording sounds good. Mic check, mic check. All right. So also for our 100K account this week, this is going on day 5. So this is day 5. So we got a nice bullish candle there. So, but we're going to go on the 15. Look at that. We just broke London high. Because it would have been nice to get in at 5 a.m. and take this all the way up. That would have been nice. We got 2 rejections right here. That would have been a perfect entry. So, but we're gonna possibly wait for a pullback here. So it might turn into a counter trend. If it does respect this prior day high right here, so this previous resistance. So if it may come up to here and then of course reverse. Of course, we can catch a piece to the downside, the retracement. We shall see. So that's why it's good to be patient. We don't want to chase any trades. Just gotta wait for it to tap into an area and reject off of it. But chat, I want to let y'all know SoCal was beautiful this weekend. We went to Orange County. We had a friend of ours that we hadn't seen in years. We got to meet her and her husband. We got to get a workout in. We went to do a cycling class, which was crazy. A friend of ours out there in Costa Mesa owns a cycling studio. So we went to go do that. Man, that worked my ass out. Cycling is no joke. Like, we used to do it heavy when we lived in California, but I haven't done it in a long time. definitely give you a workout for sure. Oh, definitely a little sore right now. So, so we got about 7 minutes to this first candle closes. Yeah, that's a nice push to the upside. Jeez. So we're waiting for the pullback. Let's see if we can break out of this range. So his next area of interest I had is up here. So how I got this area was, of course, I went on the 4 hour. So you see here, there's a previous level of resistance right here. So kind of mark that up. That's kind of all of this. So we have all this right here. So, but we could even tap here and pull back a little bit. So, but we got to look here. We came up, we pulled back down, pulled up, came back down, pulled up, came back down, all the way here, came back up here. So actually, we pulled all the way down here and then came back up. So we're essentially making higher highs and higher lows. So I mean, we could go higher, essentially. So we do have some liquidity up here, up here. You can take all that out. I think we're definitely going to push back up. So even the 1 hour looks the same, right? So same here, 1 hour, we have an area of resistance right here. So we should definitely tap into that area. And then this high up here, at 3509. That would be our other area of interest. So see right here. I'll mark this up also. If we are in a bullish trend, it's going to be important to watch. So, because you want the higher time frames to match up to align, even with the lower time frame. So we have two bullish candles right here. So we just need to break out of this range so that we can kind of take some of these highs out. So see how the 4 hour is aligning bullish, the 1 hour bullish, 30-minute bullish, and then 15 minutes we're waiting. So we got 3 minutes. We'll see if we get any rejection at this previous day high. Which, I mean, it makes sense. We came all the way down here, previous low. We pulled up into this area, consolidated, came back down, and now we're retesting this area. Because if we see here, it retested it before. So July 24th, we retested that area. So, or it pulled into this area, we had a huge push down, and then retested it again, came back out, and I think we're going to retest it again. So we're going to see what happens. Let's see. Gold rate today. Yellow metals prices soar. Check the latest rates in your city. Usually, you can look at news, and usually it'll give you an indication of kind of what's going to happen. But again, we're going to see if we get a rejection off of this area right here. So we broke the London high. We got to see what price wants to do now. We got like 35 seconds. So we have our opening range high and low on the first 15-minute candle. All right, here we go. We got our opening range high, opening range low. We got to wait until it breaks above, retest, and goes back up, or we pull all the way back here, come out, retest, and then go down. Now we just wait. But we see here on a higher time frame, on the 4 hour, we have a supply zone right here, 4 hour demand zone. So this is exactly where previous day low and previous day high are. So for this, we need to break this 4 hour supply. So we can look for a continued bias to the upside and again, target this area right What's crazy too is price can be bullish, and it can literally come all the way down here and retest. So we see where the on the higher time frame where the London low is, price can literally reject all the way down to here, try to retest the London low before it continues to go back up. So we have a candle right here, but again, we have to break this opening range low to look for any position. I'm just going to put an indicator here in case price does want to pull. This is an area of support right here that you can easily tap into. And we can tap into this area right here too. I honestly don't think it's going to come all the way down to this opening range low because that's, if I stretch this out, like that's a long way to go down. I mean, we'd be waiting a while. So like, we'll see. Like say for instance, if it does break, yeah, we can take a short. We take a short right there. Stop should probably be above this candle. So I know we just shoot for a 1 to 2, so I'll probably be a little bit more than a 1 to 2. We'll target this low right here. So it's almost a 1 to 4. Okay, we'll see. This might be a little pullback. So it looks like we're kind of consolidated right now. Because again, they came up here to this area. I mean, this is kind of a resistance area right here. So we can either reject or push through. I don't use the fib too much, but you can always go from like the top of the fib to the bottom. You can kind of have like a retracement. Like this almost lines up with this area right here. The price came down here and then continued to go up 50%. We just need, okay, nice. We just need price to break here and then retest. We got 5 minutes also till 7 a.m. 30 minutes after market open. It's usually a good area to see where price is going to go, like directionally. So we get a nice pullback here. Even on the 4 hour, we can see we came up here, pulling back a little bit. So a little rejection right here on the 1 hour. So it's always good to have a higher time frame confluence with the lower time frame, so you can know what direction it's going. So we can have a huge rejection here, pulled back, and then it actually pulls down and retests this London low. Or like I said, because we're kind of consolidated right here. If I were to make this smaller, and we can push all the way down to here. So even though because previous was bearish, previous market structure, so we did have a pull up, but we can pull back down. But the higher time frame, even on the daily, we pushed all the way up here, pushed all the way down to here, and then we're up here now. So we could easily kind of target these highs right here. It's just a matter of when. And it's important to always look to the left also for previous areas of support and resistance or supply and demand. So we're just waiting patiently. To be able to pull back up. Let's see if we end up pushing. above here again, it could continue to go up. So, but we have to have a confirmation that we can continue to go up, or we have a pullback right into the opening range. My boy Julius just popped on. I'll say what's up. What's up, man? It was dope, bro. Beautiful. Yeah, we slept for like 4 hours, and then woke up, went to a cycling class, went to have breakfast, and then went back to the room, took a nap, and then went to dinner. And then yesterday, yeah, a friend of ours owns like a box gym, but it has a kind of like a high intensity facility. So kind of like a group fitness type area, and then they have a cycling room built in. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah, it's a good friend of ours. And then yesterday we went to Laguna Beach for breakfast. It was nice. Yeah, I was waiting for that 7 o'clock because I'm waiting for gold to break out of that opening range high because the overall trend is bullish. So, because it already took out London high, so it's just going to keep going up. Yeah, yeah, I already have a 4 hour demand already marked, so it just broke the opening range high. Just waiting for the pullback, which we just got and pulled back into the range. So very heavy pullback. So I'm just waiting for a price to break even the higher low. See if there's an entry there. And look at the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour we got a big rejection. One hour. Yeah. I'll look for a sell if it breaks this opening range. What about you? How's your weekend, bro? That's good. Okay. Oh, nice. Let's go. Got a nice rejection. Yeah, I gotta wait for it to break that low. Get the opening range low. We got back at like 6. Mm-hmm. 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna be back in SoCal again next month because my dad's gonna be in San Diego. Yeah. Well, he's not a personal trainer. He works at the gym. My dad, no, no, he works at the Gold Gym in Florida, but he just does the cleaning. He just cleans the gym. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got him that job there when we moved there because I was a personal trainer there for both of the Gold Gym locations, and then my wife was a general manager for one of the locations. So we ended up getting him a job there because he wanted because he was doing like limousine service and stuff like that. He was just doing jobs just to keep him busy. Not that he had to work, but he's a just very hyper guy. So he can't sit down for like 5 minutes. Yeah, he's super active. Yeah, we laughed about it. Like we're like, yeah, that's why he's still alive because he's just always on the go. No, I haven't looked at S&P 500. Yeah, S&P 500 just broke out of support. on a 15-minute. So I think it's going to push to the downside. The 4-hour and 1-hour look nice for sells. So happy I'm getting a haircut today. My hair is just too long. Doesn't even look Amish, bro. Oh yeah, I mean it's lined up, but I'm gonna yeah I'm gonna shave it down though today. My haircut's at 12 o'clock. We'll wait till we break that opening range. SV 500 is pushing to the downside. Got a nice breakout. Yeah. So it's slowly going to break that low. I don't know. Yeah. I talked to Hector recently. He's doing good. He said he's still trying to like work on his psychology because he keeps blowing accounts. Yeah. I took a sell on US30. Yeah. I took this on my 50K. Waiting on gold. Gold's flipping. Yeah, I think it's good for sells. Yeah, I have my take profit at 43,883, previous support level. Gold, I think I'm gonna look for buys. Is that? No, I don't work, bro. I don't work till Thursday. No, where'd you get that? No, I told you. I told you I never started that schedule. Just because, like, we're not. They weren't ready for it. Yeah, my schedule is still the same. I never said I started a new schedule. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That Monday through Friday, but that was like a month ago. Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, I'm still Thursday through Saturday. I only work 3 days a week. Yeah, I work 3 10-hour shifts and that's it. No, I just chill. Just do whatever I want. I don't know. Pretty much, yeah. Well, no, I'll go to the gym or I'll just relax at home. Nothing much. Oh, nice. Cool. Oh, really? Damn, that's cool. Yeah, gold's looking good for buys. So you gotta be patient, bro. You gotta wait for it to really make its move that it's gonna make. So we'll see if price breaks out here. There you go. Price broke out. Yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, you good. There we go. No problem. All right, we got the rejection. So we're looking for a buy. I'm gonna enter here. Go for one to five. See how far it pulls back. Maybe 530. All right, so we're looking for buys, but we got to get a good entry here. We may wait till this 5-minute candle closes. All right, I'm going to take a buy right here. All right, we're in the buy, guys. So 34.8. Or shooting for a 1 to 2. So we got price at the low right here for the previous candle. Let's check on US30. US30 pulled up a little bit. Now we're pulling back down. We're looking all right there. Let's see. All right, so here we're risking 14 contracts. So we're risking 700. So it's at 730. Hopefully it doesn't stay in this range. Hopefully we don't get stopped out. Number 2. All we're looking for 1 to 2. So let's look on the 4-hour. 4-hour looks good. I think we can push up into this 4-hour demand. So but my sell limit is all the way up here. So I think we can definitely push up into this area. So 1 hour looks good too. So I think we can definitely tap into here, 34.44. So we have like the support area up here at 34.52. We're up like $150. Check on US30. US30 looking okay. We have 135 in profit there. All right, we're up to 230. Just gotta let it play out. The US30 is playing out. Okay, we're up 350. I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna make some coffee. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so we're up 18 points so far. Let's check US30. US30, we got a nice push down. So we're up 350 US30. 1480. That'd be nice. All right, we're up 24 points. Let's see if we can break that previous day high. We're slowly approaching that previous day high. So we'll see if we can break through it or it just respects it. Yeah, on the 1 hour, got a nice push here. I mean, I think we can actually tap into this support area right here, personally. So that'll push us up to a 1 to 3. So we're up 500. And both trades are doing nice. US30, we're looking to push down here, or even here, this area of resistance. Same higher time frame. We have all this liquidity down here. I mean, there's no reason why we can't push all the way down here. Because we're actually bearish right now. I mean, we could literally break this, take out these lows. So we're definitely looking good on sells. So look at that nice bearish, bearish engulfing candle. Because even here we have another area of support. An area of support here. Beautiful. So here I feel comfortable moving my stop loss to break even. There you go. So this free trade, hopefully it doesn't tap into that area, but how we're doing. So almost 30 points. Cool. So we might get a rejection right here. I'll be right back, chat. All right, chat. I got my coffee. All right, so we're up, what, 33 points? Let's take a look at US 30. US 30, got a little bit of a pullback. But we're up 500. Good. Yeah, I'm up 500 on it. I'm up 500. Yeah, I have my what's it called, my stop loss at break even. So if it stops me out, then sorry. What it is. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll hit 43.83. That's because it has a lot of liquidity at the bottom, so it can definitely push down. I just want to get a nice 1 to 2 off of it. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's already 118 points in profit. Yeah, I'm up 54 points. Yeah, I'm up almost $800. Yeah, I tell you that opening range, it works. You know, not 100%, but when it works, it works. So because we broke the previous day high, which is good. Too bad you can't fix your face. Yeah, you still ugly. Yeah, you're the only person that says I look ominous, bro. So first of all, Amish people don't have tattoos, bro. Okay. All right. Keep it. I was debating, guys, whether to keep it back at my original stop loss or keep it in profit. So that's okay if it stops me. At least we have a little bit of profit because we got to protect our capital. Gold, we're having a little bit of pullback because it is at a previous day high. So we're kind of just letting gold play out. Now we're $546 in profit. I'm just looking to get to a 1 to 2 here. Or this is a 1 to 3. So I look at price, it is making higher highs and higher lows. So even here on the 30-minute, looks pretty clean. So we're targeting this area right here. I actually want to mark this up. This is a previous area of support. My chat. No, I'm live though. Yeah, I don't got time to play around. Yeah. So I got my stops in profit. I don't know why it pulled back though. There's no, like, I mean, there was a, yeah, well, I mean, there's a wick at 44,036 and it tapped right into it. So that was the previous level of resistance that it tapped into. Turn support or support turn resistance. So that's the only thing I can think of it bounced off of, but it should continue to go down. It's just a minor pullback. All right, bro. Have fun at work. All right, peace. All right, I think I'm gonna close my YM or US30 trading because I'm gonna get stopped out in profits. So just close there. So that was kind of nothing, 0.3, not even a 1 to 1 or nothing. So that's okay. We still ended with some profit. So $232. Tomorrow's another day on that. Gold, we're still waiting on. So gold, we're up 750, or almost 800. So this will be $1,800, I think. Yeah, I know, 2450. That would be nice. Okay, we broke 60 points. Hey, what's going on, Twitter gang? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We are back on the charts. We've been currently in a buy position on gold. So if you see here, price broke above the opening range high, and we're targeting just a 1 to 3 at 24.52. We're about 66 points in profit. So that'll yield us about 2,500 almost in profit. So this is the trade that we're currently in, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Also, I did start a 50K account Friday, I believe. So because there was a huge deal with Tradeify, so I couldn't pass it up. I'm already in profit over $1,000 on that as well. So profit target is 3,000. So we have that account now as well. I feel over the last couple of months, like gold has moved like super slow. I don't know why. So I'm gonna move my stops at break even here. I'll put it right below this previous candle here. So hopefully it doesn't reverse, but we want to at least be in profit. So we're at this previous day high. I hope we don't get a pullback from it. So I really think we can continue to push up here. Yeah, we're having a huge pullback. So we're not really huge, but we got to break through this 4-hour supply. See what US30 did. Yeah, so US30 still pulled up. May continue to pull up, or I might push down. So if it's still it's bearish. The market structure is definitely bearish. So this might be just a little pullback into this area right here, area of support, and if we're continuing down. But I definitely think it can tap into 43,890 for this area right here, this support level. So I'm gonna have to pull back a little bit first. See the push up. Kind of consolidating right here. So, I mean, I might get out of here. I don't think it's going to push any further, at least not in this session. So because it is consolidating right here. So you can see it's kind of going up, down, up, down, up. I'll give it a little bit. I mean, stops are in profit, so if it does continue, if it does decide to break down to the downside. All right, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just gonna let this play out. All right, chat, I'm back. So to be honest with you, I might close out here. Like, I really don't want to hold this longer than I need to. So, because we did have a rejection back into this previous day high. So I don't want it to continue pulling down. So, because I could hold it and more than likely will pull up here, but I'm honestly okay with $700 in profit for the day. So I think I'm gonna call it here. I mean, if we can get to like 800 or whatever, that'll be fine. But I'm gonna close out this live right here. If you guys want to see the end result, follow me on my IG, Nikki_pips. I'll put it in the description as well. I post all my trades there so you can see what the end result is. If I decide to just continue to hold it, or if I kind of just close it out. So appreciate you guys popping on. I'm glad to be back on the charts with a new week, new month. So lock in with me. I appreciate you guys popping on again. So like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my IG, Nikki_pips. All right, peace, y'all.